Hi. Shower. Um. I see an old boyfriend of mine on YouTube. Anyways, what did I do today that was productive for me? Oh, I drew a bunch of baby faces. I was doing basically my moods and my just portraits, self portraits kind of thing. Not really looking like me, but I have just waking and stuff. And now I'm doing baby faces. I don't know why. And I'm drawing pictures of like just men that I have no idea, and women. I have no idea who they are. So who knows? But I'm hearing things that they call them narcissists. I would call them soulless beings myself. But this is some of them. I'm not saying all of them do this. I'm just saying this is what I found out back in 2019, 2015, in that area. That there's these reptilians that talk. They're like standing up, walking dragon. And I literally seen a picture of it. Remember way back when with the Brill? These women with really long hair. Well, this great big reptile was standing up, and she was giving him head. No word of a lie. So I think that these things have been here for a long time, and I think that they have to go to another dimension or something. But they're cleaning out the tunnels right across the world. And people wonder why Queen Womana settled in Saskatchewan. Well, that's where all the underground tunnels go right there. I've seen a map of the underground tunnels systems. So we're going to get maglev trains, which is already built, but they're making it for us now instead of the elite only. We'll be able to, and it's going to all be free airlines, free travel right across the country. And you should go watch Coffee with the Queen on Rumble, or I'd use Telegram. Yeah, I use Telegram. Coffee with the Queen, and you can find that at kingdomofcanada.ca. But if anybody's asking, if you're living with somebody and you can't really get close to them, they never talk. They always like to sit there and do nothing. And you're depressed and you can't seem to find work and you'd like to leave, but you can't. Because every avenue that you try there's a roadblock. There's professional people out there that get women pregnant, put on this love, oh, I love you, all this bullshit. And then get you knocked up, you have the kid, and then they just kind of leave you. They don't try to raise the kid, or they don't try to be like home and do family things at all. You might be dealing with one of these. And if you take your energy away from that person, and say this person's running around doing all kinds of stuff all the time, and you don't really know where they're going, they just say you're going to work or whatever, right? And you don't really know, but they've never been like able to get close to them. They never talk about their childhood or anything just personal, right? You're dealing with one of these people. You may be. So you should look into seeing if anybody's left you any money or if there's a life insurance policy out on your name, in their name. You should check and see, because when you go to the kingdomofcanada.ca and you become a sovereign being, you have to have high vibration, which means high vibrational people are people that are authentic, real, honest, don't lie, don't try to scam. And there's a generational inheritance sitting there waiting for you. But you're not going to get yours unless you do the inner work. 'Cause everybody has this. Okay? So, if you haven't really dealt with your childhood trauma, because we all have it, go sit with yourself. Like I used to just go, okay, God, what are we working on today? And I'd just sit there and think about how I want the world to be with Queen Romanda's decrees and stuff. And how amazing it would be to see people being able to leave their doors unlocked, little kids riding their bikes in the streets again, and things we used to do when we were kids. And block parties, and just food going everywhere, so you don't need grocery stores. It's just harvested every year. The whole, food being grown on the boulevards and the backyards and the alleys or whatever, right? Parks. So that it's just an abundant amount of food for everybody. And so I just manifest stuff like that. Like, I think about, and I really went into detail about what I want in my little tiny house and stuff, and a studio part for art and stuff. And I'd like to maybe open up a rehab and in a nature setting, so that people get back to nature, and then teach the truth, the gospel of truth, not religion, the gospel of truth, just the facts. And I think it would help a lot of people knowing the truth. That would help them deal with the drug problem, because then they know why everything, Once you know the truth, you'll understand why you are like the way you are, why other people are like the way they are, and it makes it easier to forgive those people, and it makes it easier for you to separate yourself from them and just not be hurt by it, right? Not let it tear you up when you know the truth. So go to collectfiles.com for that truth. Go to Fittest Flat Earther for some truth. Go to Mud Fossil University for some real cool truth. And there's tons of them I used to watch. But I just, I've sort of upgraded my truth too, right? Like, you stand on the truth of the Key of Daniel, and then you go from there, right? So go watch You Are Exiles. That's why the Catholic Church don't like me. The Catholic Church worships the God of the flesh, not the God of the soul and the spirit. So, and just, it's all love. Like, even it says in the Bible that the meek will inherit the earth. Well, the meek are people who like truth and loving and kind, and, don't want to fight. Just love each other and try to help each other. But if you're dealing with one of these situations, you're special, especially if you're gang stalked. I think the gang stalked are the 144,000. But I think there's more than just 144,000. I think there's, like, every time someone becomes aware of the truth and they have a relationship with the Most High, then, hey, the world's your oyster, right? And all the truth will be revealed. You can't put a lamp in a dark room, turn it on and have darkness in that room, right? So once you become a beaming light with a good heart and stuff, then you radiate like a light in the spirit home. And it reveals all the dark demons in everybody. Because if someone doesn't like you, it's because you irritate their demons. If they don't know you and they just don't like you, because you irritate the demons that are inside them. Anyways. Hang in there, everybody. Things are going to get rocky and then they're going to get great. God is on the move, man.